necklace.
Ms. Caddick, are there any particularly high value items here, just in terms of our safe storage? We intend to seize the majority of what you've just been taken through.
I'd say they're all high value.
Melissa Caddick was a successful financial advisor based in Sydney, Australia. She built a reputation as a savvy, trustworthy advisor, managing the finances of some of the most prominent and successful people in the community. But on November 11th, 2020, Melissa Caddick's life took a dramatic turn. She was arrested by the Australia Federal Police on charges of fraud and forgery, and her assets were frozen. Her clients were left in shock as they discovered that the money they had entrusted to her was gone. Welcome back to our channel, and today we have a story about money, deception, and possible murder. Please give us a like and subscribe. Thank you. The investigation revealed that Melissa had been running a Ponzi scheme, using the money of new clients to pay off returns of existing ones. She had also forged documents to cover her track and has been using clients' money for her own personal gain, living a lavish lifestyle, buying expensive jewelry and cards, while her clients were left with nothing. The investigation also revealed that Melissa had been under investigation by the Australia Securities and Investment Commission, or ASIC, for several months prior to her arrest. ASIC had been tipped off by a concerned client who had become suspicious of Melissa's financial dealings. The investigation revealed that Melissa had been running her scheme for several years and had defrauded her clients of tens of millions of dollars. As the truth began to unravel, Melissa panicked. She knew that her actions would land her in prison and ruin her reputation. On November 12th, Melissa was due to hand over her passport and other documents as part of her bail condition, but she never showed up. Instead, she vanished without a trace. The police searched for Melissa, but she was nowhere to be found. Her clients were left with the devastating realization that they had been scammed out of their life savings.
You could see from the clothes and the jewellery that she was spending money.
Big money.
Cheryl and wife Faye believed their investments had grown to almost $1 million under Melissa Caddick's management.
I think that's why we thought it was protected. I know, yeah.
We get a list of our trades annually in an audit report that has been certified by an auditing company and did have the certificate from an actuarial company in there as well. So as far as we were concerned, all of this stuff protected us.
They thought their money was invested with the Commonwealth Bank's share trading arm, CommSec. But when they called to check their account, they were told the account number was fake.
But they were not the only ones left in the dark. Melissa's family and friends were also left wondering what happened to her. Rumors began to spread that Melissa had fled the country, using a false identity and the money she had stolen from her clients. Some even said that she had been in exotic locations, living the high life on the run, but no one knew for sure. As the days turned into weeks and then months, the search for Melissa continued. The Australian Federal Police and the Australian Securities and Investments Commission offered a reward of up to $50,000 for information leading to her arrest. They also appealed to the public for any information about her whereabouts or her activities. On Sunday, the 21st of February, a shoe was discovered, washed up on Bournda Beach. Inside was a decomposed human foot, assumed to belong to Melissa Caddick, because the position matched the tidal and drift patterns in projections featuring modeling, which was undertaken by the Marine Police at the time of discovery. However, this was 500 kilometers away from where Caddick was last seen by her son at 5:30 in the morning. The cause of death was not immediately clear, but it is believed that she took her own life. Later on, DNA from the shoe confirmed that this was Caddick. The news of Melissa's death came as a shock to her clients and the public. Many were left with unanswered questions about what happened to their money and how Melissa had managed to evade detection for so long. The investigation revealed that Melissa had used her charm and charisma to gain the trust of her clients and had used their money to fund her own lifestyle. The story of Melissa Caddick serves as a cautionary tale of the dangers of entrusting one's finances to the wrong person. It also highlights the importance of due diligence when choosing a financial advisor and the need to be vigilant of any red flags that may indicate fraudulent activity. Many of Melissa's clients were left financially ruined by her actions, and some are still struggling to pick up the pieces. The memory of Melissa Caddick lives on as a reminder of the destructive power of greed and deception, and the importance of protecting oneself from financial fraud. What is interesting is that nothing has been ruled out as a cause of death by the NSW police. Murder, suicide, the possibility she faked her own death to get away. They're all listed as potential answers. But how can this be anything other than murder when there's a foot? Generally, losing a limb without medical training is pretty fatal, but not always. Associate Professor of Criminology Dr. Zaneth Mallet, say that 7 times fast. I had to check if she was real, and yes, she is a real person. Zaneth Mallet at 7 Networks Weekend Sunrise said, "When it was just a foot, I would caution against the possibility that somebody is deceased. You can't survive without your foot." Some theories point to the opinions set out by top criminologists, which include the notion that Melissa Caddick was going into hiding and cut off her own foot as a red herring. It's a pretty painful way to hide, unless you're hiding from something that is even more frightening. Evidence points to the probability, since after her presumed death, the ASIC dropped the criminal charges against her, all 38 of them. But if it wasn't self-inflicted, where does that leave the case? She had made a lot of enemies, the government included. There were also hundreds of people whom she screwed over with her fake portfolios. Any of them could have reasonably held a grudge. It is possible, isn't it? After all, worse has been done for less. Thank you for watching. Please give us a like and subscribe.
Just one elastic band of one bundle, second bundle. Bank of Korea notes.
Cufflinks? Yep. Watch. This one, which is a necklace.
Ms. Caddick, are there any particularly high value items here, just in terms of our safe storage? We intend to seize the majority of what you've just been taken through.
I'd say they're all high value.
Okay, what would you consider high value?
For each piece.
Yeah.
The necklaces are 80 to 100.